have much to say about that.
But believe me, girl, believe me, you get yours in time. That's my radio name. The good book says that you reap what you sow.
Pedro Pablo.
Yes, Pedro Pablo, and we're here at GHCR.NYC 95.9 FM. And this is probably since we've been here, this is our 107th episode and podcast of Live at Grant. And today's show is I'm talking to my boy, Mr. G. Johnson. He of many, many endeavors, a community activist, among other things, and a bon vivant and a basketball player extraordinaire. And earlier today, Mr. G and myself were talking offline about the. What we talking about, the Senate or Kobe?
Talking more about the Senate. More about the Senate. And your favorite, the senator from Kentucky.
Oh yeah, Bitch McConnell. So the bitch man, I'm calling him the bitch man. He decided that today they were going to have no witnesses and no documents. And I thought it reminded me of when I was growing up, of 19. Well, it reminded me of Alabama in the 50s, and the Klansmen getting up there and saying he's not guilty before the trial even starts. And I thought it was interesting that a guy like Bitch McConnell, a Southerner, would get up and tell the whole world that he's going to have a trial and he's going to be rigged. It's like Animal House. I don't know if you remember the movie Animal House, when the president told the Animal House that they was on double secret probation. He told them that they was going to be on double secret probation. It's almost, I'm just saying, it was almost like that. We're not going to have a, we don't care about that. And I think the word that they
told him that he was going to be in cahoots with the president's lawyer. He wouldn't do any, he specifically said, we won't do anything without conferring with the president's lawyer. I mean,
well, the thing that strikes me about that, Greg, is that if you do that, if you decide that you're going to be that kind of a person, then why would people? All the people who've been arrested and everything, they know that that's not how it goes. And you got a white guy getting up there saying, "I'm not going to." The white guy didn't do it. We don't care what anybody says. We don't even want to hear any witnesses. We don't need to hear anything. Why would anybody care about the Senate? I'm back to my question that I think I asked you last time. Why do we need the Senate? What do they
You did. And
I don't get it. What we need to.
I wish I had a better answer this time, but I don't. It's too simplistic to say the obvious, which is it's a rigged system, and they don't care if you know it, because it's rigged in their favor.
Wait. It sounds like you said that we live in a system that's rigged in the favor of one group of people? Did I hear that right?
Yes. That's my sentiment.
Well, today, it's funny you said that, because today a city council member, one of the city council members was here in the studio not too long ago. And I asked the city council member, who basically came in and started talking about, we have this wonderful thing called the participatory budget, and we have these different things, and people in the community vote on them. And he said, we vote on things like cameras and door controls and park benches and blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting here, and I had my finger down my throat like I was throwing up. And he said, why are you doing that? And I said, you mean you're talking about you're having a budget where people are voting on the things that city government should be doing anyway? I said, why are we voting on fixing the park? Shouldn't we be doing that stuff anyway? He never did.
They call necessary items.
I'm just saying
things that are necessary.
Yeah, why are you trying to make a big deal out of some shit that you're supposed to be doing anyway? What the fuck is that about, man? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's some crazy shit. You know, you shouldn't be, doing that. You should be looking at doing the things that government can do. You know, government can do things that the private sector can't do. Government doesn't need an ROI. That means return on investment for the things that they do. Government don't have any of those constraints. So you would think that the government would be more freewheeling and the trier of new ideas that help the community. And listening to the young fella talk, I don't know if I just told him that people in the community. He started talking about jobs. I said, I thought that was a non-starter. He said, why? I said, people in the community need income, bro. They don't need no damn job. So you could be on a job 30 years and walk in and the boss look at you funny and you fired. And that could be anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your name. You see, they tried to get rid of Trump. So they'll try to get rid of anybody if they can. That's how the world works. So you really need to have a way to have income for the things that you need. I said, you can't live without lights. Why are we paying for that? It makes no sense. You cannot function in a society without electricity. Why is a private company making money off of that? So I guess the point that I'm making is that I don't think anybody has figured out what do we do when we reach a state of advanced capitalism. What do we do? You know what I mean? They want to have a free economy, free-willing economy. But what happened when the winners, when you have a situation where they're big winners and they keep winning? Season's never over. Imagine playing in the league where the season is never over and the team that wins just keeps winning on, and you got to keep playing.
Well, more importantly, D, the team that wins, the team that loses never, ever gets anything. There is no filtering down. There is no crumbs. Okay. They talk about, no.
Okay, but what about when you have that situation,
our community
Greg?
Don't even get crumbs.
What about when you have that situation, Greg, and there's never the end of the season is never over? We never have a chance to win a championship. There's never going to be, okay, the season's over, we got a champ, we're going to try it. Everybody got a new chance in next year. You don't have none of that. I'm just thinking that's a little crazy.
No, it's a lot crazy. And
might be crack. I don't know if the people still say that, but it sounds cray to
me. The bad part is they have co-opted our own leaders into thinking that the system is fair. And the system is so unfair that it's actually corrupt. I like the analogy of we'll get jobs. And it's true. Income trumps jobs. Like you said,
they never have an answer for that.
You can be fired.
Hey, Greg, they never have an answer
for no good cause.
You could be fired for a cause. So fucking what? I'm just saying. So
at the end of the day,
fired is fired, right? Fired is fired. You lose your insurance, you lose everything. So that's not going to be the standard when you have a system that unevenly distributes the income. And I'm not talking about the private sector. I'm talking about the municipal government here in New York, like New York City's government. They spend $17 billion every year, and 98% of that go to white men. And I asked them that question. I said, what are you going to do about the fact that the city spends $17 billion every year, and 98% of the money go to people who look like you? He said, that is unfair and discriminatory. And I looked at him, I said, what you going to do about it?
Well,
what you going to do about it, baby?
We know what he's going to do about it.
Yeah, right. Well, right. Well, stay tuned. stay tuned. My point is that everybody knows that it's unfair, but it's all about what you're going to do about it. You know what I mean? That's always the deal. You know, you get on the court like we used to do, and there's a game out there, and you go, man, look how big those guys are. You know, then you got to look at yourself and go, so what we going to do about it? You know, what we going to do?
True that.
Yeah, right. What we going to do? We going to go down there and give it to them, or we just going to stand down there and cower? I didn't see you doing a lot of cowering. I didn't see that.
Neither.
I didn't see that.
You, in fact.
We didn't see that.
Your case, it is
we don't do
not
that.
only opposite, but it's
we don't do that.
It was relentless.
Well, you know, you're playing for real, right, Greg? You know, you ain't out there jobbing around. If you love the game, you're gonna go out there and do what Kobe did. Which is, again, by the way, the reason why I'm glad we did get a chance to talk, because I wanted to remind people about that Kobe, that thing that I sent you actually about the champions.
About the most motivating thing I've heard in quite a while. It's incredible.
It is.
A champion, and that's what he was, a champion.
And like I said, the guy name is who put the thing out. His name is Dr. Billy Alsbrook. That's his name, and he came in here, and I would say that he got to be every bit of 5'5", 5'6", man. That dude that you hear on the thing saying all the stuff that he was saying. He's a little short guy, man. But boy, oh boy, Greg. He really...
I've listened to it at least 10 times already.
Are the powerful inner thoughts inside the mind of a champion. This is the inner symphony of greatness, the epic soundtrack of success. I was born a champion. I was raised a champion. I got champion in my bloodline. I've always been a champion. I will always be a champion. And when I close my eyes and die, I will be a champion. On my headstone, they will write champion. Every time they mention my name, they will say champion. My legacy.
Well, while you're talking,
my obituary
you probably can't
will
hear
be
me.
champion.
I'm playing.
Every time they mention my name, they will say champion. Because I am a champion. Every day that I get up, I say good morning, champion. When I look in the mirror, I see a champion. When I go to the gym, I work out like a champion. When I eat, I eat like a champion. And the stuff I read makes me an even better champion. The stuff I put in my mind is champion. Because all day I am a champion. From sunrise to sundown, from the moment I open my eyes to the moment I close them, I am a champion. I pray, I think, I speak, I walk like a champion. No loss, no setback, no mistake.
We are blessed to have watched him play. I mean,
born to succeed.
He never cheated himself, man. And that was a part of his greatness, was he understood the gift. And he wasn't going to cheat himself. He played reckless abandon.
I can do all things because with God, all things are possible. And I am a champion doing the impossible.
While you're talking, Greg, I'm looking at the video and I'm playing it in the background. And, I'm thinking about, he says, blood is champion today, things that I eat.
I will go through it, over it, around it, because I am a champion. Nothing can stop me.
I'm going to just play this for a quick second.
Blessed and unstoppable. I am the undefeated, undisputed, never beaten, champion of the world. The world says I'm a loser. I get up every day and go to war with that statement. They think I'm lazy. I'm hungrier than ever. Beast mode, I'm eating all competition. The devil says I've got no money. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly in God's perfect way. The world says I'm crazy. The world belongs to the bold. They remind me of the losses I've taken. They say I'll never recover. I serve the God of restoration.
Hey, G, he says in there,
Incredible.
he says, they think I'm crazy. He said, but you can't be great without being crazy. I mean, this dude, man.
I will make a comeback. They say you can't pay your bills with dreams. Success will come off the assembly line of my mind. They say I only have average talent. Hard work and discipline are the great equalizer. Why don't you get a 9-to-5, a normal job that pays every week? Because I'm the head and not the tail. Above, not below. I was strategically designed for greatness. It looks like your God has forgotten you. My God will
The great ones are a little crazy and have to be.
Correct. Oh, yeah, Steve Jobs.
You know, Steve Jobs is right.
It's called the crazy one.
And I believe I'm a champion, committed, hungry, dedicated, fearless, bold, never wavering, full of faith, anointed, prosperous, strong, righteous, focused, disciplined, willing to do whatever it takes to be a champion. I will arise one day and make a fool out of all those who doubted me.
So, hey, G, that's the part where he says, I will arise one day and make a fool out of all of those who doubted me. And I thought about the first playoff game he played in, and he shot those air balls, and everybody thought he was a bust. And he turned around and he said, right, and just like Dr. Alsbrook said, I will arise one day and make a fool out of all of those who doubted me. I'm just saying, man, you know, when the white people were sitting wondering why, they thought he was just another basketball player. What are you talking about? Just another basketball player. Didn't he get arrested or something? And they didn't get it. They you know, that's all they knew. I've seen the guy on ESPN was going, what do you mean? Didn't he get arrested? He was arrested in 2009 in Colorado. And when everybody gave the guy the stink eye,
I heard that interview, and
Jeremy
what I was impressed with is that they had the decency to say, nah, we're not going down that road. That you're going to, dash cold water or become negative. I mean, look, that wasn't the time for that.
But G, he turned right around. After they gave him the stink eye, they went around the table again talking about memories of Kobe. The next time they came back to him, he said, well, you know, he's estranged from his mother and father, and I think they got some sort of suit going on. And then they said they gave him the double stink eye, and they went right to commercial. And when they came back from commercial, he was gone.
He was gone.
Yeah, he was gone. They got rid of him.
He
didn't get
him
it
out of the door.
Yeah, he didn't get it. He didn't. I was going like, yo, come on, this is not about the white guys. It's not about the white guys. This is about a true genius, savant guy on the court. He was not faking the funk with a nasty dunk. He was real. He was a real person. He wasn't, and I'm sure, that guy thought he was talking to the whites about how, he's not like us. He's a criminal. He's got arrested. They didn't even sit there and think, well, look, this guy died in a crash with his 13-year-old daughter. The dude had no concept. He thought it was important at that time to talk about that the guy got arrested. He thought that was important. He thought that was news.
He's not as great as you think.
He thought that was fucking news, man.
Their mindset is such.
What a ding-ding.
That everybody's supposed to be perfect, and no one is. I mean, no one is saying Kobe Bryant was perfect, but what we are saying is, when you look in the dictionary under greatness, you're going to see him. Ain't no question about that.
No, here's what I know. I know that on his headstone, there's going to be the word champion. That's what I know.
Champion, yeah.
That's what's going to be on that man's headstone. And that's somebody who we watched as a kid, 17-year-old kid, and when you heard him, I listened to the interview this morning of him as a 17-year-old, and you was going, whoa. Quite intelligent for a 17-year-old. And then to watch his body of work over the years, how he went to the part where people thought he was a joke. he went to the part where they thought they didn't like him because he shot the ball all the time. They didn't like him because he was good. It was crazy. It was crazy. I thought it was some silly things, crazy things. This guy's out there giving people the business, and they were, and you go in the barbershop and they be in there hollering about how he do this and he. You remind me of a time I'm sitting in one of my friend's house, and one of the guys, this is when Isaiah Thomas was coaching the Knicks, and one of the guys sitting there said, "Oh man, Isaiah can't coach." And I said to him, I didn't know you know anything about basketball. I said, "You used to play on the team?" He said, "No." I said, "What do you mean?" He was a lawyer. He had never even played on the team. I said, "You never even played on the team, and you could tell when somebody can coach or not?" I was trying not to be sarcastic. I said, I watch tennis all the time, but I couldn't coach it. I don't know a good tennis coach if he was standing there with a gun in my head. And I watch tennis. I said, so you can watch basketball, not having played, and you know when someone can or cannot coach, and you're a lawyer.
The answer is hell no. But I'm not.
The answer is you're a stupid ass.
I'm not surprised at that because.
No, the answer was I said to him, you're a stupid ass. He was a friend of mine, so I could say that. I said, you're a stupid ass. Get out of here. I looked at him and I said, I'm sitting around with you and I hear you talking about law, but I ain't no damn lawyer. I wouldn't know a good lawyer when I see one. You idiot. Oh, he can't coach. I said, you can't even, you don't know how to be a lawyer. You don't know nothing about a lawyer, Doug.
That's a part of what he was echoing is what other